All right. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well. Welcome in to your Sunday evening. But I did intend for this to be up sooner rather than later. But the problem was the original file that I had intended for the 12 Zodiac readings for the full moon in Gemini got corrupted. I tried to save it. It didn't work. Technology and I do not get along some days. So this is going to be a redo of all of that. So to recap, this Gemini full moon energy, in the simplest way that I know how, is when I think of Gemini, I think of not only the lovers, because Gemini is the lovers in tarot, but it's also the Fool. Now, these two types of energies can have chemical reactions, so to speak. And the reason why I say it like that is because for some of you, you'll be starting new chapters. Correction. Some of you, 6 months ago, started new chapters. Now it's coming to fruition. Okay? Others of you started doing the work about relationships, about inner union 6 months ago. If you have been doing this work, you'll start to see results at around this time. If you did not do some of that work, and that's okay. I'm not saying that it had to be relationships, it had to be new ventures, but bear with me for just a second. So, if you did not start new things 6 months ago with the Gemini new moon, perfectly fine, don't panic. But that does not mean that you get away unscathed. Just so you know. So, this is going to impact everyone, as most full moons do. Gemini, I have a feeling Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius a little bit more than others, but we'll get to that here in a little bit as well. But with this Gemini full moon energy, what it's doing is it's bringing two halves of a whole together. And whether you consciously or subconsciously were aware of this or unaware of this, this is what's happening right now. And what I mean by that is your physical work and your emotional work are starting to come together. And I've noticed this a little bit more with the empaths, especially people around my wheelhouse. We're starting to understand and we're starting to see that, you know, we are supposed to be taking care of the greater collective, but at the same time, we're not supposed to be limiting ourselves in our own mindset. And I know for the outsider that sounds really weird, but for an empath, it's what we struggle with. I can do anything and everything for anyone else. But when it comes to myself, we cut ourselves short. So that is one of the many lessons and one of the many ways that this energy can be coming together. So don't think that it's just about relationships or just about new beginnings. It can show up in a variety of different ways. So today, that's what I'm going to take a look at. For all 12 zodiacs, we're going to take a look. So I'm going to start with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because this is the Gemini full moon. So I'm going to start with Geminis. Geminis, we're going to start with you. These are all Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so please feel free to hop around, do what you do, use these however you see fit. There's the divine feminine energy of yin. And of course we've got nature portals here. Ooh. Both of these are talking to me. I'm going to walk away with both of these. So we've got yin, the eagle, and the fox. I feel as though that there was a situation with you, Gemini, that you were timid, afraid to step forward in. It is something that you have currently released yourself from. I love how these are two opposite energies. The fox is walking around at night, and I don't know if you can, there you go. The fox is walking around at night while the eagle is flying during the day. And every time I see the foxes, it does remind me of the wolves in pack mentality. But it's on a more timid scale, which is probably where timid came from. But whatever this venture was, whatever this was, I feel as though that you have stepped out of the fear and stepped more into your emotional space. Absolutely. Absolutely. Underneath, we've got the sun. The sun, Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Justice card, along with this Ten of Wands. Absolutely. You are moving away based off of... You're moving away from old dynamics and things based off of what's making you happy. And that's as it should be. I feel as though that you got some clarity here. Some clarity about a particular situation. You could have snuck away from a situation, maybe snuck under the radar, be leaving a situation behind. Whatever that energy is, it's over and finished. Over and finished. You've moved away from that part. You've moved away from the stuckness. Eight of Swords. But that's a different tarot deck. No, sorry. What we got? Three of Pentacles. Moon. There's that full moon energy coming through Gemini with the Two of Swords. That's indecision. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the outcome is the Ace of Wands. Absolutely. I feel as though, first off, what I see, tens, and tens, so it is an ending. Don't panic there, Gemini, but if anybody can handle this, it's you. That's what I tell all of the Zodiacs when it's their full moon. If anyone can handle this, it's you. But you are being guided here with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is beautiful, loving, family dynamic energy. It's not only about you, but it's about the people you surround yourself with that love. It's very abundant energy. And I feel as though that at one point in time there was a moment of pause. You didn't want to give up what you have already collected. You didn't want to give up what you had already collected. Then that's indecision. Two of Swords. But I feel like this full moon energy is putting that indecision to rest with the Eight of Cups. I feel like you have figured it out. And I feel as though that the people around you, if you haven't figured it out, will be helping you figure it out. Figuring out the next chapter of where it is that you're supposed to be going. Ugh. My nose itches, so sorry. But Gemini, you are moving on to bigger and better things. Bigger and better things. And I feel like this full moon energy is just going to solidify that energy for you. Zodiac signs that I see, we've got Pisces, Libra, and Leo. So those could be the individuals that are helping you. Those could be Zodiac signs that you are dealing with. But that's what I have for you, Gemini. Good things are coming to fruition for you. You just had to get yourself out of... essentially, you had to make a decision. You had to make a choice. And I feel like that choice stemmed from your emotional aspect of things instead of trying to think your way through it. I know air signs think their way through it and try and get to that point. I feel like you definitely brought an emotional balance to this. So it's wonderful. Wonderful. So we are now moving on to Libra. Libra, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This one's talking to me. What are you? Serendipity. Okay. Okay. Nature Portal, this one. The Praying Mantis. Libra, I feel like you are going to feel a lot better once you get it out of your system. Let's just start there. Serendipity and the Praying Mantis. Every time I see the Praying Mantis, it does make me think of how they mate. Ripping people's heads off. Jumping to conclusions. Fights. Bickering. So it's interesting that you have serendipity here, and that is 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. Could you be frustrated about an emotional aspect? Because 9s are about and self. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, they're about self. Interesting. What you got? Ace of Swords. Knight of Wands. Again, there's that 9 of Cups. And there's that full moon energy along with this King of Pentacles and Six of Wands. I also see the Two of Swords here with this Wheel of Fortune. I will, and the Nine of Wands. I'll walk away with those. Libra. It's okay to sit in indecision when you're trying to figure things out. But sitting in indecision because you're trying to be stubborn and not move forward is not going to help you. That is for someone who is refusing to step forward in a manner of speaking. Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups. I feel as though that there has been clarity come through for you. There has definitely been clarity, messages. Let's start there. There have been messages coming through, and I feel like they've been coming from inside of you, Nine of Cups. On the emotional side of things, not only is this timing, but this is also emotion. I feel like on a subconscious level, subconscious that's now becoming conscious, I feel as though that you are evaluating your own life and figuring out what is most valuable to you. You are figuring out what you want to waste your time on, what you don't want to waste your time on. But again, I feel as though it's on a more personal level with the Nine of Cups. I get this feeling that you're making a new choice. Six of Wands. But even though you may not have wanted to make a new choice. You know in the movies, and you please feel free to pick whatever movie you want. But you know in the movies how two people are going back and forth because somebody's like, oh, we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this. And then one person's like, no, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this. And then finally they're like, fine, okay, I'll do this. But I'm going to bicker about it the entire time. That's this energy. That is this energy, is what I'm getting. It's fine, I'll do it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. And why not? Yeah, Two of Cups, Eight of Swords, Sun. Magician, Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Tower. Yeah, Libra, kicking and screaming, are we? Kicking and screaming. You know that you're in motion. You know that you're in motion. Six of Swords. But I feel as though that you have resisted. You're resisting. You're resisting this new chapter. You're resisting the positive changes that are trying to come through. And I almost feel as though it's because what you thought was coming at you wasn't how it was. I'm going to pin this down. What you expected to come at you was not what you got. Okay? It looks different, it sounds different, feels different. But it's exactly what you need. But you don't see that. You don't see that type of energy. The universe is dropping things into your wheelhouse to bring about balance. Two of Pentacles. They're trying to bring about a balance so you can move forward. But the Tower. And the outcome here is the Fool. Again, kicking and screaming. Kicking and screaming, but you'll go. Interesting. Libra. And I know a Libra. And it would be kicking and screaming too. And that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. But, hold. I don't want to butcher this. Yeah. Cards, help me out here. How do I want to say this to Libra? Five of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Empress, the Page of Wands. What you see, you will get. And I mean that on a different aspect of not what I just said. But if you look for the negative, you'll find the negative. If you look for the positive, you'll find the positive. It's all about your perception in this instance. It really is. So instead of limiting your mindset in a way that has you looking at the lack, try and find the inspiration. Try and find the inspiration. Libra, zodiac signs that I see. We've got Libra, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius for the fixed signs, and then Pisces. That is what I see. It's going to be okay, Libra. That was the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. It's going to be okay. I promise. It's like a child throwing a temper tantrum, I'm telling you. But anyway, all right, that was Libra. Moving on now to Aquarius. Aquarius, how are you? Hopefully you all are doing well. Fine. Both of these are talking to me. Milk and Honey and the Fates. Not surprised. Milk and Honey and the Fates, and then give me this. What are you? And the Doe. Aquarius. Last week, I want to say that I talked to you about this energy too. Because I mentioned that something was coming to you that you don't see coming. You don't see coming. And I feel as though this is almost a continuation of that energy because of the Doe. Milk and Honey and the Fates. Of course, the Fates are going to play their hand. When they step in, they step in. There's not much that I, me, you, anybody can do about it. When they step in, they're here to play. And it's so funny. Because the doe is looking right at that deer, not really moving, not really doing much of anything. She's looking at that butterfly, and she's admiring the beauty, but if she moves the wrong way, the butterfly is going to fly away. So she's kind of there, stagnant, but observing. That's the word I'm looking for. Stagnant, but observing. And I feel as though that, as Aquariuses, we do tend to see the bigger picture, try to see the bigger picture. And it's very unusual when the universe has us hyper-focus on a fixed point of things. But that's probably how they're sneaking this in, is the fact that while it's smoke and mirrors, while we're looking over here, they're coming in from over here. Which is interesting. We'll see where this energy wants to go. What you got? Tower. Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. King of Cups. And the Lover's energy. That's Gemini. Gemini and Aries right off the jump. You all know, especially when it comes to romantic affairs, that I don't like to call love when it pops up. I'm here to tell you that I don't have any other way to explain this to you other than exactly. Hold on to your britches, Aquarius. Tower, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. King of Cups, Lovers. I don't know how much more direct you guys want me to be other than love is on the horizon. 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, Fool. There's more Gemini energy. 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the outcome here is the 10 of Cups. Aquarius, right now I feel as though that you are being distracted for one reason and one reason alone. It's because if you were seeing the bigger picture as of this point, I feel as though you'd be even more freaked out than what you already are. 9 of Swords. Right now, the universe has... I almost feel like this is a focus on oneself. 9 of Cups, the Fool. I've seen that in my own energies. Where the more I tend to focus on myself, the more that the rest of the world tends to fall into balance for me, which is odd. And if this happens to you, please feel free to leave a comment, because I hope I'm not the only one. But the more that I pick and choose my battles, the more that I pick and choose the energies that I sit in, the more that I put my needs first, it does tend to pause the train on the negative side of things. It's almost like the more that I put myself into a higher vibration, the less that lower vibration can reach me. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And so when it applies to this energy, they're having us focus on ourselves. They're having you focus on you while they work behind the scenes, because they need you to get to a point where when this does appear behind the curtain, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That's the Wizard of Oz. That's for somebody too. Somebody working behind the scenes? Well, of course they're working behind the scenes. But anyway, I feel as though that you don't see this coming, because if you were to see this coming, it would freak you out even more. Devil energy. Fear. Freaks you out. 5 of Swords. Yeah. No, 5. No. 5 and 5, I don't like it. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Yeah, no. I don't like the fact that it puts us in that place. Now, even though the universe is distracting you, that's the outcome. 10 of Cups, which is also the Wheel of Fortune. And it's beautiful. Divine timing. This, Aquarius, like I said, Aquarius, I feel like this has been coming at you for, it's been slow and steady, but I definitely feel as though that you are being distracted. Definitely being distracted. And I feel like the distraction is up here with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords Fool, I feel like it's up here. Because if they can get your mind focused on other things, they can do what they need to do. Oy vey. Alright, Aquarius. That's what I have for you. We've got Gemini, more Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those could be part of the signs that are sneaking up on you. Yeah. So, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, air signs, for joining me. We are now going to be moving on to water signs. Water signs. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Let's start with Cancer. Cancer. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. This one's talking to me. What is it? Soulmates. This Gemini energy is really loud. Again, this is why I wanted to touch base with this energy. Soulmates. Okay. Apparently this one. Come here, you. And the trash panda. For those of you who are single, I'll break this down. For those of you who are single, I feel as though that there is going to be something come to light. There's going to be an illumination, and I feel like it has to do with somebody else. I don't feel like this has to do directly with you. It impacts you, but I don't feel like it directly involves you. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Knight of Swords, Hermit, and the Hanged Man. Okay. I feel like the energy that you're in is an energy where, again, here are things coming to light with that Hermit energy, but I feel like the things are coming to light over other people and how much you give to them. This is on an empath level. I feel like with this energy, you are learning to rebalance yourself. As I mentioned earlier in this video, how some people are stepping into inner union with themselves. That's what this energy tells me that it is. Soulmates, and the trash panda kills me. But the Page of Pentacles, Page of Chalices, Knight of Swords, that clarity is coming in, and it's coming in fast. Sun, King of Swords, the Devil energy. We got the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the outcome is the Hierophant. Do not let tradition stand in your way. Don't do it. Don't let tradition stand in your way. Don't tell yourself, well, this is how I've always done it because this is the way things are. People are allowed to change. You are allowed to evolve. And as water signs, some water signs handle that a lot more easily than others, which is fine. But what this energy is telling me is that you know what you should be doing, but you're not doing it. You're not doing it. Again, you know, Sun, King of Swords, you know what you should be doing, but you're not doing. And it's guided by the Seven of Pentacles, so either you don't know how to shift gears, or you haven't quite... No, that's not how I want to put that either. Seven of Pentacles is about the work being done, and not done as in doing the work, but done as in there's no more work for you to do. The energy you're moving out of is the Six of Pentacles, where you're going is the King of Pentacles. I'm almost getting a sense of you're not giving yourself a break. Almost as if that if you aren't helping people, then you aren't of any use. And that's wrong. That's wrong. You don't have to be always actively helping someone to be of use. You don't. You don't. You can be useful while not helping other people. And I almost feel like that's why this King of Pentacles is so loud. It's working on your self-worth and your self-value and your self-esteem. You are coming into inner union, but I feel like this is on a more masculine, feminine balance side of things and not a romantic side of things. I feel like yeah, this is an internal thing. What am I missing here? I know there's a piece missing. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's more work for you to do. But it's based around you. It's based around you. And coming in to that inner union. Cancers, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You'll get it down eventually. You'll get it down. Don't rush. You're getting there. But don't let a mindset hold you back. This is how I've always done it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Zodiac signs that I see. We've got Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Capricorn. More Gemini. Gemini with the Hanged Man. The Chariot is Cancer, and the Hierophant is Libra, Taurus. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. Or it could be part of your other Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, Cancers. So this is what I have for you, Cancers. Moving on now to Pisces. Pisces. I don't know why that just went through my brain. Give me this one. This one's talking to you. A change in the wind. Okay. A change in the wind. Give me this one. And the brown bear. Interesting. A change in the wind and the brown bear. I feel like this has to do with an emotional aspect, Pisces. And I feel like this aspect has to do with hearth and home. I'm trying to not... This is one of those energies where it's not to be pinpointed. It's a more general energy for Pisces. Essentially, the way that you are going about family dynamics and family situations, close relatives, friends, family, lovers, siblings, it's a family dynamic. I feel as though that foundation, that the way that you are handling those things are changing. To make it as general as possible. We've got the Hermit here. We'll take it a step further. The Knight of Wands. The Moon. The Three of Wands. The Five of Cups. And I'll also take this world energy. You yourself have gone through it. I'm going to put it like this. With the Moon, the Five of Cups, you've gone through it. You've walked through the darkness. You've walked through the darkness there, Pisces. And I feel as though that not only did you walk through that darkness, but you got inspired because of that darkness. And that inspiration led you to move forward. Three of Wands, Five of Cups. And that set off a series of events. Not a series of unfortunate events, just a series of events. Four of Wands, Nine of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. King of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Raising Consciousness card, the Strength card, and the outcome is the Nine of Cups. You set off a series of events that, once in motion, were not going to be able to be stopped. Let's just start there. And what these series of events were designed to do were to not only give you boundaries, was to put you back in an emotional aspect, but a different emotional aspect, where you could see the bigger picture and feel confident enough to move forward and get it. Nine of Pentacles. Your family dynamics are changing because you have changed on an internal level. You have changed on an internal level. I'm also... There's a squirrel? A thread. There's something here about a family member who kind of switched up on you. This is only for someone. There's a family member that switched up on you. It came to light, and now you're no longer dealing with that individual because you respect yourself more. That's for somebody. That is for somebody. But you're no longer putting up with it. No longer putting up with it. Oh, Pisces. Keep setting your boundaries. Keep doing what you do. We've got Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo, Leo. That is what I see. So do not let this work you into a tizzy. Do not let this individual work you into a tizzy. And if it's you who is putting down your boundaries, keep doing you, babes. Keep doing you, babes. All right, so that was Pisces. We did Cancer, Pisces. Now we're moving on to Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces. Now moving on to Scorpio. Checking the time because I'm running out of time. This may have to be a two-parter. We'll see what happens. But Scorpio. This one's talking to me too. Why are they talking to me from the center? Imagine. Imagine. Give me this one. This one's talking to me too. Oh, the seahorse. Interesting. Dealing with a shared responsibility. A partnership. We will see. We will see. I lied. I don't want to use these. I want to use these. Imagine and the seahorse. Well, at least you're not limiting your mind. Let's start there. At least you're not limiting your mind. I'm glad that you've got imagine here. Because right now, the only limitations is yourself. The only limitations right now is yourself. Queen of Cups. Moon. The Hierophant. The King of Pentacles. The Emperor. The Ten of Cups. And I'll also walk away with the Magician and the Ace of Wands, along with the Nine of Cups. Okay. Alright, we'll do it this way. We will do it this way for Scorpio. How does that sound? Queen of Pentacles, Moon, Hierophant. The King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups. Stop. I just pulled your entire reading from the bottom of the deck. Happens. I've had it happen once or twice. So, because I pulled from the underside of the deck, I feel as though that this is something that you may also not see coming, just kind of as Aquarius. As Aquarius's energy kind of did the same thing. I feel as though that you are kind of doing, what everybody else is doing, but yours is on a more physical level with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles here. I feel like your work is on a more physical, tangible level. I feel like when it comes to an emotional side with the Queen of Cups, the Moon, and the Hierophant, you kind of got that side all figured out. You understand emotions. You understand emotions in a way that is not only traditional, but it's like you incorporate them into your day-to-day. Queen of Cups. And now what you're doing is you're incorporating a feminine and masculine, and you're bringing those together. Ten of Cups, Magician. It's an Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups. I can see somebody holding pink energy in this hand, somebody holding blue energy in this hand, and they're like trying to bring them together. But both of these energies have got their own energies to them, so they're fighting this energy. That's what I see. Kind of like this. You're trying to make it one ball of energy with the Death card and the World. And I feel like you will succeed. I definitely feel like you will succeed. Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, Hierophant, Four of Swords. I definitely feel like you will succeed. It's going to take it out of you first. But that's why I feel like the Imagine energy is so important. Because if you start doubting yourself now, I don't think this would work. If you started doubting yourself now, I don't think this would work. Ten of Swords, King of Wands, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords. It wouldn't work. Thank you. Thank you, Tarot. No, it wouldn't work. If you started doubting yourself now, it wouldn't work. You have to be inspired. You have to believe that you can do this. You have to believe that you can do this. I believe that you can do this. But this is your reading, Scorpio, so the only person's opinion whose matters here is yours. Is yours. Scorpio, zodiac signs that I see. You show up here. We've got Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Virgo, more Virgo, Aries, Libra, Taurus, and Pisces. That is what I see. But thank you very much, Scorpio, for joining me today. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely going to take some courage. Definitely going to take some courage. All right, guys. Well, it looks like I'm getting up there on time. So this is going to have to be a 2-part video. But don't panic. The other half is already up and posted by the time you see this. So this is air and water signs. The other one is going to be fire and earth signs. So please feel free to click out of this and go jump over there if you are wanting to cross-watch, take a peek at all of the other zodiac signs. That is completely your choice. If I remember to do so, I'll try and put a card up here or the link in the description. They also might post at the same time, so keep your eyes open for those. But guys, this is what I have for you today. I really, really hope this helped you, water and air signs, and I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.